Today I have with me Miss Marvis. Miss Marvis, I met you how long ago? Almost 2 years.
It's been 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Funny how time flies. It's definitely more than a year. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It's definitely more than a year. And when I met Miss Marvis, I did not know that she was Dr. Marvis.
It's a little secret.
I don't know why she was keeping it a secret, but those things need to be told to people.
No, people it changed. The whole dynamics change when they know that you got a doctorate. It's like, wait, I don't even know how smart you are. I'm good. No, this was just this was just straight for because that was the epitome of success for me. So I got it because it was a dream deferred. So it's kind of like, no,
Listen,
what
the other
you
day I went to meet some of my co-authors, Dr. Reverend Barnes, right? She said the Reverend is for me, the doctor is for y'all. Because I loved when she said that. I loved when she said that. But we are not here to talk about that. I was just giving a little introduction so people know who I'm talking to, who I'm talking with. I thoroughly enjoy Miss Marvish because she keeps me down to earth. You hear me? Even though she has that doctor, she has that PhD behind her name. She is one of the realest people that I know, and I'm so blessed to have her in my life. So I just want to welcome Miss Marvin because we are going to talk about
thank you.
the upcoming Boundless Energy workshop and challenge. Miss Marvis took the whole challenge from the workshop day all the way through till the end. I was very impressed by her fortitude and her determination to complete it. And so she gave me a testimonial and I loved her testimonial, but I invited her to talk even some more about her experience. And so I wanted to ask you first and foremost, why? Why did you take the challenge? Because at first you said, I have a problem with sleep.
So because I love you was the reason why I took the challenge. So you have that boundless energy and you believe in what you're telling people. So if I go in, I'm gonna go all the way in because otherwise all the work that you did would have been in vain. So that was the reason why I completed the challenge.
Thank you so much. Thank you for so much for honoring the work that I put in. I don't think people understand that it takes work to put together an intentional, thoughtful experience because it's not just, okay, click this, click that. It's a whole experience, right? And it takes time to craft and develop and be proud of it enough to say, okay, now I'm ready to share it with everyone, right? So I thank you so much. I thank you so much for that. Now, when you got into the challenge, what was surprising to you that you were like, wait a minute, I didn't know it was going to be like this. What was surprising to you in a good way?
Well, you gave us the history behind New Age medicine. So that was one of the highlights for me, that you have did the research. And then the other thing was I really did not think I had a nightly routine until I took the challenge. And then I realized I do have a nightly routine to wind down and finish my day. But being intentional about paying attention to it, and then waking up. Now, and being intentional about, okay, this is what I do when I wake up. This is what I do throughout the day. This is what I do at night. It really got me focused, um, to where I really tell people, don't call me before 10 o'clock Eastern time. There's nothing in the world I can do for you before 10 o'clock. If you got an emergency, call 911. I'm good because you're not going to interrupt my sleep. So, and then the other thing too was, because I guess the moment that I ended up with fibromyalgia, sleeping was one of my issues. And so I was suffering from insomnia. Or when I did sleep, it was maybe 3 or 4 hours, and it was not restful. So I went through that for years. And then once I changed my diet, and then I added the physical activity and line dancing, then it was like, oh, wait a minute. I ain't sleeping 7 to 8 hours a night. Oh no. So I was so thankful for going through the journey and finding out that what I am doing is work. It works for me because I am, after 10 o'clock, I'm an energized bunny. So, but before 10, I struggle. I have conversations with you all while I'm still asleep. So, but yeah, it really helped me get focused and realize what I'm doing is, it could be it improved. Um, but overall, it was just a testimony of my journey. So yeah, that was the
Mm.
best part of it.
I love that. So it reinforced the things that you were doing well, and it encouraged you to even be more intentional about getting your rest, setting boundaries to say, yeah, this is what's working for me. So my phone is on do not disturb until 10 a.m. You can't get me to do anything before that
Well,
because
my
I
mind is on that. My phone don't be on, but do not disturb. But my mind is like, it goes straight. It was like, oh, you text me. Oh, didn't hear it. And then of course I make concessions when I know I've got to get up early. I go to bed early. Um, but yeah, I realized that being having a restful sleep, putting those to-do lists on the shelf, and paying attention to my breathing. Um,
mm,
I so I'm a work in progress. So, but I don't use the TV all day. So the TV, I have it on the timer at night. And it's this random whatever's on TV, just background noise. And so I'm a work in progress. I haven't cut out the electronics, but I do better because I know better. So
yeah.
it was not so much a refresher because some of the information that you provided was brand new, but
Mm,
it just gave so much insight into knowing that you can't take your body for granted,
you
that
can't take your body.
you got to take care of that temple, and
Yeah,
it will take care of you.
yeah,
So, even with all the chronic illnesses I have, I'm still grateful that I get up and I do what I need to do so that I'm serving others.
yes. And you have the energy to do it.
That's it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I know one of the things, first of all, it's crazy what is happening in the world. It's crazy is happening in the world right now. It's crazy what is happening in the United States right now. I cannot believe that, not that I cannot believe, but it's just disgusting that people would pass a bill that would take away all of the benefits that people need. Okay, the right to health care, all just taking away, stripping away all of the things that were helping to bring us together in this country. It's disgusting. And one of the things that you said, because you took the challenge shortly after the Orange Man got into office, and you were saying, oh my gosh, even focusing on this helped me to manage what was going on politically. It's not that you were using it to numb what was going on or ignore what was going on, but it was helping you to cope with what was going on. Did I read that correctly?
Yes, my dissertation was how does African American adults with chronic illness self-advocate for their health care and what social and economic barriers they face. And what I my study that I did in 2021 still is relevant today, and now it may even be worse. Um, that people are facing those barriers. So anything that people can do from the holistic approach,
Yeah.
it is much better because you don't know what the insurance landscape is going to look like. So that's
That's a
pretty much.
great that's a great point. You don't know what our healthcare is going to look like. And so we have to take our health and our wellness into our own hands because no one is going to do it for you. No one else is going to do it for you. We have to embrace things that are in alignment with us, not something that someone else is doing, but what works for me. And that's another thing that I made sure I incorporated in this challenge was options. You have to be able to have options to say, okay, this gels with me. Okay, no, I don't really like this. Oh, really? Let me know more information about that. Use of acupressure, that's new. I'm including that in the upcoming information. Things in terms of supplementation. We talk about diet, we talk about food, things that can help you um, get better sleep. And
And
so
then you did the one that I enjoyed was the scents, the smells,
the essential
the,
oils,
the
yeah,
essential oils. That was to me something that was new, and it was something um, that was exciting because it was using all your five senses so you can get better.
yeah.
So yeah, that was one of the highlights. It was like, oh, I'm right here trying to find lavender oil now. It's like,
I got the links in there. You can still get the links. I've sent you because it's even here where I am now, working with the community. I use the essential oils in the office, and when the children walk in here, they're like, "Oh, Nurse Nayoka, it smells so good in here." So I know that it's impacting them as well. When they walk in here, they know, "Oh, hold on a minute. The energy in here is different.
that's it.
What you doing?" And they ask. So thank you for bringing that up. I'm happy that was helpful. Another thing that we talk about is sex and how much it is an excellent sleep aid.
When it's
I don't
good,
know. Did you get that? Did you get that module?
when it's good sex. Now, if it's not, okay, she know she started me up. I don't know why she started me
You know,
up.
I just you are
Because if it's not good, it's gonna keep you up because you're trying to figure out how to get up out of that bed. So no.
Miss Marvis. I love you. Thank you for sharing your experience inside of the Boundless Energy Workshop and Challenge. Um, I invite folks to please come in, learn, explore. I'm not boring. I'm fun.
It's fun.
The workshop actually is a huge conversation around what you're doing now, what works for you, and where you want to be. And then we start the challenge where every day you'll get more information that will help to support you in your sleep. Day by day, you'll get more information. And then, of course, you'll have me and everyone else in the challenge to share, to cheer you on, to encourage you, to hold you accountable, because I think we need that, especially now in this time. We really need support because let me tell you, we need to be able to take a load off. I see on the socials to take the edge off, music to take the edge off,
That's it.
cannabis to take the edge off, because people need all the. It's wild out here in the world.
And then understand that, you're doing the challenge, but every day is a new reset. So if you didn't accomplish your goals the day before, today is a new day. And then stay in the moment. You know, we cannot try to look ahead because we have no idea what that's going to be like. So you need to be present in the moment, and then you will have that energy that you need to make it to another day.
I love that. That's a nice way to just put the cap on it. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for all your support, all your authentic love. I truly appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing everyone who is interested in the challenge. And of course, the challenge begins the 21st of July. That is when we do the actual workshop. And then after that, we begin day one of the challenge all the way to the seventh day. And I'm just excited to be your accountability partner, to share with you the information that I've learned, and you will be amazed by some of the things that we have inside the experience because sometimes we don't know. And this is where we can explore in a safe space. Yeah, in a brave space. So much love, Miss Marvis. Thank you. And I'll see y'all inside the challenge.
All right.